Us now as WrestleMania looks at the 4th of July episode of SmackDown, as well as the wrestling news stories and rumors you need to know, including fans accuse Triple H of ignoring Black History Month, Juneteenth, and Martin Luther King Day, Charlotte Flair reveals why Babyface turned tanked, reason CM Punk apologized to Saudi Arabia fans, 2 WWE superstars now dating, and more. As always, we won't recap the matches, but look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. The good: Solo Sikoa comedy gold. Jacob Fatu's parking lot attack on Solo Sikoa suggests there may be hope for Sikoa's push if WWE starts adding more humor to his character. Tonight, fans saw Solo roll up at the arena, ready to celebrate his US title win over Jacob Fatu, only to get mugged by the Samoan werewolf. Jacob instead pulled Solo through the car window, with the new US champion getting stuck in the window as Jacob pummeled, with Solo looking like a buffoon, a role that could be the key to making his character work. Solo Sikoa is one of WWE's biggest mysteries, a wrestler who went from playing Roman Reigns' enforcer to a glorified jobber who somehow commands respect from wrestlers who could squash him like a bug. However, there may be hope for Solo's push, as he's shown talent at portraying someone trying too hard to play a mob boss while also embarrassing himself in moments where he's clearly out of his league. Given how Solo has spent the last year and a half counting the lights, it's difficult to accept him as a monster, but his current direction as a heel who relies on the numbers game and inevitably embarrasses himself could work. Bye-bye Bloodline. Speaking of Solo, it's good that WWE has put the Bloodline behind Solo and given him a new direction for his My Family Tree, or MFT faction. Although the group still has all the energy of a 20-minute chinlock, this new direction gives everyone involved a chance to step out on their own. Alexa-Charlotte team could be good. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair could benefit both superstars and WWE. Bliss and Flair are an all-star tag team that can add some excitement to the women's division, give each superstar a program outside the world title scene, and set things up for a hot feud. It's unknown whether WWE plans to pair Bliss with the Wyatt Six, but a Bliss versus Flair feud has potential regardless of what direction Little Miss Bliss goes in. The Alpha is back. Drew McIntyre is back, and it's one of the best things to happen to SmackDown in a long time. McIntyre knows how to build instant feuds, draw white-hot heat from fans, and deliver memorable matches. It'll be interesting to see if he starts feuding with Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, or both men. Either program sounds good, especially if Cody doesn't regain the Undisputed Championship at SummerSlam. Wyatt Six getting TV time. Does WWE have a plan for the Wyatt Six? Tonight's 8-man tag team match of the group's upcoming title shot against WWE Tag Team Champions The Street Profits suggests WWE is finally working on a storyline for the group. While a few weeks of TV time is never a guarantee, fans of Uncle Howdy's ghoulish group have to be happy. Andrade Phoenix team building momentum. The Wyatt Six aren't the only team building momentum, as Andrade and Rey Fenix have quickly become one of the most exciting teams on the Blue brand, which says a lot when you consider how many great teams there are on SmackDown. Good build for next week's show. Next week will be a big week for WWE as it prepares for Saturday night's main event and Evolution. However, WWE is making sure to get fans to tune into SmackDown as it announced 2 matches for next week: the Wyatt Six versus the Street Profits for the WWE Tag Team Championship, and Aleister Black taking on Damien Priest. The bad: Naomi Jade Cargill. It's time to bury the Naomi versus Jade Cargill feud, as it's doing nothing for Naomi, who deserves a better opponent, and Jade Cargill, no matter how badly WWE wants to make her into a main eventer, still needs more training. That's not the only problem here, as WWE hasn't done anything to make the feud seem special, a reminder that WWE's booking of the women's division still takes a backseat to the men. Another nonsense name. As exciting as it is to see whether Solo Sikoa's group can succeed, the new name My Family Tree is right down there with Pure Fusion Collective when it comes to random names, and WWE needs to seriously consider using names from WWE 2K25 to find something interesting. Nothing ugly. SmackDown's return to its 2-hour format is cause for celebration, and WWE delivered a decent, if not great show, building up angles like Drew McIntyre's run, the budding Alexa Bliss Charlotte team, and what looks to be a feud between Aleister Black and Damien Priest. While WrestleMania has been burned too many times to have any confidence there will be long-term storylines, tonight provided fans some hope. News: is Triple H disrespecting Black History Month? Topping today's news are some strong accusations being made against Triple H, as Ringside News recently reported on tweets accusing WWE's chief content officer of ignoring Black History Month, Juneteenth, and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Here are some of the tweets blasting Triple H after he tweeted, "Happy 4th of July, #Independence Day." One fan replied, Look how quick you're ready to celebrate this, but not a single post for Black History Month. Other fans joined in, but nothing for Black History Month. You're literally trash. And damn, I guess Vince McMahon got custody of all the Black History Month, Juneteenth, and Martin Luther King Day video packages in the separation. Like anything in wrestling, fans weighed in, with some blasting Triple H and others treating it as a non-issue. What do you think? Is Triple H ignoring these holidays and special months? Possible reason: Punk apologized to Saudi fans. Night of Champions is over, but some fans are still trying to figure out why CM Punk apologized to fans in Saudi Arabia about previous comments mocking wrestlers who worked for the Saudi Arabia government, despite accusations about human rights in the regime. Dave Meltzer recently discussed the situation on Wrestling Observer Radio. I did talk to people in WWE about the whole thing, and it's like the deal, again, it was, it obviously was not this impromptu thing where all of a sudden somebody out of nowhere asked him a question and then he just thinks to react and apologize and all that. I mean, it was like he was going there to apologize. Punk's apology and his decision to wrestle in Saudi Arabia was seen as hypocritical by some critics, especially given how Punk is a notable supporter of LGBTQ rights and the Saudis' treatment of the LGBTQ community. Meltzer added, what he thinks he's the only one who can say, and probably, the impression that they had that I was given is that everyone, Saudi Arabia, TKO, CM Punk, they're all on board, and this is just what we gotta do. You could argue that maybe they shouldn't have done it. Maybe it makes them look bad by doing it. They thought it would make them look good. They thought it was the right thing to do. If he had any qualms, nobody knows, Do you agree with Diamond Dave's take on things? Charlotte Flair looks back at Babyface run. What did Charlotte Flair, who typically works as a heel, think about her Babyface run from a couple of years ago? The Queen opened up during a chat with WrestleZone. Before I got injured, I was really in a groove being a good guy. I really enjoyed it. I was really getting that good guy reaction on live events. And it was like the first time in my career that I felt comfortable as a good guy. I just went with it, I loved it, and I was digging it. So what went wrong? According to Flair, then I got hurt, and when I came back and how I came back, obviously winning the Rumble twice isn't like, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but you don't want the Yankees to always win, you know what I mean? So that's harder to gain that sympathy, that good guy feel. Some fans feel Flair isn't cut out to play a babyface. What do you think? Love is in the air for Damien Priest? Is Damien Priest dating a fellow WWE superstar? That's the rumor making the rounds, as Dave Meltzer is reporting in this week's Wrestling Observer newsletter that another new couple is Priest and Lola Vice. TJR Wrestling recently reported on a social media post about the two, noting Vice. She recently posted a photo with Priest at a New York Yankees game, seemingly confirming their romance. What do you think of this rumored love match? Uncle Howdy honors Brodie Lee. Looks like Uncle Howdy, aka Bo Dallas, is utilizing his TV time to honor his late friend, Mr. Brodie Lee. Fans have noticed the Wyatt Six leader using Lee's catchphrase, yeah, in the ring, a heartfelt show of respect for his fallen peer. Undertaker's daughter shows off mat skills. Is The Undertaker and Michelle McCool's daughter Kaya heading to the squared circle to follow in her famous parents' footsteps? Although Kaya is only 12, a recent video posted by her mom on Instagram suggests Kaya is wasting no time preparing. Indeed, The Undertaker recently told fans his young daughter is obsessed with the grappling game, and she's taken advantage of opportunities to train at the WWE Performance Center. New Money in the Bank briefcases. Last but certainly not least, Naomi has followed in Seth Rollins' footsteps by unveiling her very own custom Money in the Bank briefcase, a bold move that's sure to open the door for some lucrative new merchandise opportunities. This year's Ms. Money in the Bank showed off her briefcase after clobbering Jade Cargill with it. The briefcase is adorned in caution tape. What do you think about Seth Rollins and Naomi's repackaged Money in the Bank briefcases?